If you have ever lost weight before and then regained it, have you ever wondered why it is so hard to keep weight off? I've certainly spent a lot of time thinking about this as I help people in the physical therapy practice lose weight. And then inevitably, if we don't continue to help people, we see the weight gradually return. So I've spent a lot of time thinking about this, and I've got some ideas that I want to share with you if you have been frustrated with kind of that roller coaster experience of losing weight and then regaining it, and then losing weight and then regaining it. And especially if you've gotten to the point where you've lost a little bit of weight, but you can't lose any more, and you're just kind of stuck. So I've got some good ideas that I think will help you get unstuck from that situation. So let me just start. So two parts to this video. Let me start with why I think this happens so you can kind of understand my thought process there. And then let me tell you some ideas on how I think you can get unstuck. And if you're trying to just lose weight again, how you can, engage your system to do that. So here's the problem. The big problem after you've lost weight, so let's say you did a 30-day program like the one that I offer, you did really great, and then the weight returned. The biggest problem I think there is that slowly over time, this might be a no-brainer, but slowly over time, our bad habits start to return. And part of why I think that happens is because we mentally think that the first 30 days of losing that weight was the hard part. But what really happens is keeping the weight off or continuing to lose weight. So to lose the extra 10 or 20 pounds you didn't lose in the 30 days, that actually is much more challenging than the initial 30 days. Because with that 30 days, you're on a program, you have the structure, you have the accountability, maybe you have a coach, you're really motivated, you got a clear focus in mind, and then you're seeing instant results. So everything is kind of working in your favor, you're getting some momentum going, it feels good. And then after that, weight loss tends to slow down. And maybe you didn't continue with your coach or whatever that structure was. And so then now you're just doing it on your own, and you're kind of resorting to willpower, which really doesn't work. So that's the first thing I really want to drive home with this video, is that you need to appreciate that staying really healthy and losing weight long term is actually quite hard. And I was just thinking of this, I forgot to write it out in my notes here, but one of the reasons I think this is hard too is that people tend to think more of losing weight as the only focus and goal, and they should actually be thinking about the health involved with it. So I might make a different video about that, but let's just stick with that for now. So the first thing is that it's hard, so our bad habits slowly return. Maybe you're eating a really restricted diet for your first 30 days or 60 days or whatever, and now you started to kind of creep back. Your portion sizes have crept back a little bit higher. You're starting to eat a little bit more sugar, a little bit more processed food. Now you're eating ice cream, whereas during the first 30 days, you don't eat ice cream at all. Like you had some hard limits, right? You didn't drink alcohol at all for that 30, 60 days, and now you drink twice, 3 times a week. Like all of these things, these little things that cumulatively will slow down your progress with your weight. So that's the overall problem that I see. The other problem there that I see is that you lose track of why you wanted to lose weight in the first place. You lose track of what we call in our program like the powerful why. What is the thing that you really want? You don't probably just want to lose weight just to lose weight. Yes, you want to look a certain way, but you also probably want to feel a certain way, or there's certain activities you want to do. So the more time that you can really reconnect with that powerful why, and this is what people lose over time, that's going to really help you. And that's where you have to appreciate this difference between the diet piece and the lifestyle piece. The diet, the temporary piece that worked within that first 30 to 60 days to give you that initial bump in the right direction. You've got to wrap your head around this is a lifestyle. If you want to continue to lose weight, continue to feel energetic, sleep better, have less pain, all these things that we come from a really healthy lifestyle, you've got to make that shift. This is not a temporary thing you're doing and you're punishing yourself for bad behavior. This is because you want to feel healthier. You want to eat better. You want to set a good example for your kids. Whatever it may be, you have to constantly be reconnecting to that why. And again, the other thing that happens, I think why people stall with their progress is because they really don't have the accountability or the structure anymore. It's really nice within a program, if you've done any of these 30-day programs that typically all work, you have this accountability and structure. So we lose that if you don't keep it. So with all those things in mind, now you know the problem. Now you're probably hopefully nodding your head saying, yes, Luke, this sounds like me. And why are you pointing it out? I already know this is a problem. So let's talk about some solutions instead. The easiest solution that I would tell you, which is what worked for you the first time, is figure out where you want to get some help from and get some help. because there are programs like the ones that I run. There's other ones too. There's all sorts of weight loss programs. There's online ones, there's in-person ones. People can help you, can get you back to that mental mindset, get you back the accountability and the structure you need. So if you need a jump start like that, I would strongly encourage you to get somebody to help you. So that's I think the easy route, because when you do that, you're going to get the structure, the accountability. Hopefully you're going to get the group setting that you need to help you, stay accountable. And then you can really reconnect with why you want to do this in the first place. So that's my biggest, it's not really a hack or a cheat, but go back to where you started and just do it over again. But then this time, know that you've got to develop a new plan to maintain the gains that you've made and to continue to make progress. Because if you don't do something different this time around, you'll be in the same boat, in 30 to 60 days from this diet program that you're doing now. If you are just trying to course correct on your own, which probably a lot of people watching this video are, because this is the nature of YouTube, I would go back to what really worked for you initially, and I would just, again, go back to the beginning, focus on every single thing that got you the results you wanted the first time, and recommit to all of them, and you spend lots of time focusing on your mindset and why this is important to you and what's motivating you. And then I would also, if you aren't going to join a group, I would definitely try to form your own little group of 3 to 4 to 5 people who also have the same goals, aspirations as you. I'm making this video, it's like mid-December, so right after the holidays, everyone's gonna feel motivated to do these things, right? So if you can find 3 or 4 friends that are all like, yeah, we wanna do the same thing you wanna do. We wanna eat this way, we wanna exercise this many days a week, we wanna, focus on getting outside into the fresh air and be really healthy. You've got to appreciate the power of surrounding yourself with those people, because you can help hold them accountable, they can help hold you accountable, and with any luck, you can have some fun along the way too, because it doesn't have to be like this grind, this horrible thing hanging over your head. So that's my advice. Again, figure out what you want to do, make the plan, and execute on it, and use every little trick and tip that I just mentioned to help you along the way, especially when it comes to getting some help or creating your own support group. So those are my biggest tips. That's why I think people get stuck. If you have other ideas, I would love to hear them below. If you want to share your experience or share what's worked for you, please leave that below. I'll post a link in the comments or in the description about the program that we use. You can find it all across the country, so you can find like a local provider of that program, or an online provider if you want to do something structured like that. So yeah, hit me up in the comments, let me know what you think, and hopefully this helped you get motivated to get back on track with these things. So there you go, have a great day.